Hi YouTube, this is Kenny the Messy Soaper, and I'm coming today with a cutting video of my Pure Passion soap. I unloaded this yesterday and I just let it sit just because I had so much stuff to do I couldn't get around to it, but I'm kind of enjoying letting my soaps sit for a day or two, well 2 days before I cut them. I don't know, it just makes better cuts. But some soaps I just get so excited that I just can't help myself, so I'll run home and cut them. But I mean, they're fine, but I just like to let mine sit. I'm learning to like to let them sit a little bit longer. So I'll show you the top before I cut it. Isn't that pretty? I really love the gold mica swirls on top, and this is the side. It turned out really nice, and this is the idea that I had, so I'm very happy about the way this turned out. So I'm like super excited just to get to the cut and see what's on the inside. I know, yeah, a lot of it's going to look exactly the same, you know, but I don't care because I really want to see how it turned out. So here goes the first in cut. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. You can faintly see the little gold mica line or pencil line in it. And this is the idea that I had. Actually, it's pretty perfect because I wanted to go from darkest to lightest. And it did turn out the way I wanted. And the colors are just the way I wanted it too. The next soap that I'm going to do called Free, I'm going to do like a gradient or an ombre. But as you guys know in my, my making video, this soap was fueled by a negative comment, and the color scheme was inspired by someone's ombre hair. So I mean, like I told you guys, you can get inspiration from anywhere, absolutely anywhere. And for those of you, and I'm not going to go on and on about that, but for those of you who have a YouTube channel and somebody leaves you a negative comment, go ahead and turn it into something positive and create a beautiful soap. That's what you do with that comment, and show them. That's all you have to do. So here we go. Like I said, I know a lot of this is going to turn out looking exactly the same, but I think I'm going to show all of it to you anyway because this is really nice. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. And it smells so darn good. Like I said about this fragrance is Raspberry Lilac from Rustic Essentials. And it is a 50-50 note balance. You can most definitely smell the raspberry like 50%, and you can smell half lilac. And it's just, it's a really nice marriage. It's very, and it was like a candyish note to it when I first made it. But let's see. Now that it's settled, you can really smell the floral and the fruit. The candyish note kind of left it, but it is still very sweet smelling because it is raspberry. So I am so pleased with the way this turned out. This is like really pretty. And I have a couple of more loaves to cut of my bee's knees. I made 2 loaves of those, but I'm not going to bore you guys with doing that because I've made this. This is like my 4th remake of this soap, but yeah, no, I'm not going to show it. I thought about it for a minute, but now I'm not going to show it. But yeah, I'm very pleased because this came out exactly the way that I wanted it. I mean, some soaps, you get a rendition of what you had in your mind, or it just goes totally the opposite direction, but it still turns out nice. But this is exactly what I wanted. Now, I see that I have a little curvage here, which is fine. Absolutely fine, but I'm loving the little delicate gold pencil line in there, because it just really offsets the top. So that's really pretty. And I'm telling you, it just smells really good. This is one of those, I don't know, I'm like fruity. Hell, I like all fragrances. But more of the, I'm earthy, most definitely earthy. I like fruit, I like sweet, I like them all. Okay, so but I'm really liking this one. This is probably one of my favorites so far from Rustic Essentials. I have a few favorites, but this most definitely makes my favorite list because it is very delicious smelling, and like I said, it is kind of florally, but very subtle, not to the point, you know, if a person's not a floral person, I think they would appreciate this fragrance most definitely. But yeah, that turned out very cute. And you know what? Because I'm seeing that in the middle where my lilac color kind of tilted to the side, I actually like it. I want it really straight lines. Okay, one of my cats is making a whole bunch of noise. But I want it really straight lines. But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the tilt of the lines. As you can see, like here, it's like a curve, and then it's a curve here, and then these lines here. So it gives a character, so I do like it. And that does smell really good. Man, that smells good. Like I said, I don't know. like a lot of fragrances you'll come across where you'll have more of one note than the other, but this most definitely is like a half and half balance, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know how they did it, but good job. Oh, I got a little dip there. But it's still pretty. I do like it. I think because the mica line actually gives it some character. I think if I didn't have the mica line, would I love it as much? Probably not. But I do like the way this turned out. Oops. We're banging them up. I hope you guys are having a great day. I just got home from work, and first thing I did was put down my purse and came in here and started cutting soap because I was really, really excited by this soap. And I'm very pleased with the outcome. And it is a gorgeous day outside. Yesterday we had our fireworks, our big fireworks, and tonight we're having my city's fireworks. And the coolest thing about where I live, I've lived over here for probably, I don't know, like 8 years or so. But I can always, because we have a huge firework display, I can always stand in my yard and watch the fireworks. So I've always been pretty lucky. So I just go and stand next to my mailbox or in my backyard, and I can see the fireworks just as if I was down there with all those hundreds of people, which I don't really like crowds. So therefore I just stand in my yard, and it works out perfect for me. So I will be going out and watching them tonight, and then coming in the house and taking my buns to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And I don't do like the bigger fireworks because it's a huge, you know, turnout. And it's downtown Detroit. I mean, you have to get there early in the morning if you want to get a good spot. And I'm just, like I said, I'm not big on crowds. So I don't really do those. I think the last time I did one of those, I was a kid. So, no. Hunter was 1 year old. So that was the last time I went, but I do enjoy this one because they're just as nice. And like I said, I get the joys of just walking in my front yard or in my backyard and seeing it. So perfect. Alright, so we're getting down to the last cuts here. And that'll be it. That will be it. I really do like the way the top turned out, most definitely. I've been getting some nice, I don't know what I'm doing different as far as my cutting, but I've been getting some nice sample pieces. And I like to give samples with all of my purchases. And that way you guys can kind of see what's coming next, or you'll have an idea of my new soaps, what they smell like, and the performance even before you decide to buy them, if you decide to buy them. But and two, that's just my way of saying thank you for your purchase, most definitely. Okay, my lovelies, this is the last piece right here. There's the top. Like I said, I'm going to use these, cut these up for samples. I think those make nice samples, but it does smell absolutely beautiful. So guys, that is it. That is all. So until next time, this is Kitty the Messy Soaper at Royal Appleberry, and I'll see you later.